has a sister facility, Area 52, and it's a place
HIV, the protein code is on the virus itself, and the recycle time of the gravity amplifiers is 10 milliseconds. Now, the HIV, have we talked about HIV?
No, but we can definitely go there.
AIDS was invented by a Navy surgeon named R.M. Donner, and when Bob read the read the briefing up at S4, one of the things that impressed him is that in the paper, all the briefings he read were, 50, 100 pages with a blue cover, and they were scattered on this table, and he could take each one. And what it was that as he progressed his clearance, these briefings would, let's say this is one briefing, it would be stapled here. And as his clearance progressed, they would unstaple a few more pages. But anyway, on the briefing of AIDS, and I have the, it's probably in here, because I wrote a whole thing on what he told us. It was developed, to get rid of a certain segment of, or number of human, but it was developed by R.M. Donner, and it has the exact cure for AIDS. And it has to do with the cucumber Trichosanthus curalawi, which is only grown in China. We tried to get it out of China, 3 attempts, but however they know, somebody knows, and each one had been cooked either by a microwave or something as it passed through customs, so it's impossible to get it out. But I'll read you the exact cure and how it works, and if you could...
Well, we have a contact right now who says he worked on that, on engineering the AIDS virus in Africa.
Possible, but it wasn't in Africa, it was here, and it was released in Africa, but it was developed up at S4. So Bob and I looked for R.M. Donner. We found him. He lived in Santa Fe, and he was retired, and we went to see him several times because Bob then had the contract for the repairing the alpha probes. And what we used to do is we used to drive to Los Alamos from here. It was a 16-hour drive, and Bob had a friend there, and it used to take us like 24 hours to rebuild all these alpha probes. There was like 300 of them. And we'd clean them all up and then rewire them and then put the aluminum tape on them, and then we drive back to Las Vegas.
What's an alpha probe?
They scan for radiation of the people that go in and work in Los Alamos.
Oh.
And Bob had the contract. So we did that about every 6 weeks. So what we do is we try to, we knew where Donner worked, and we go there and we missed him every time, and then we finally got his home address, and we went to his home, and we could never catch him home. Now, whether he was not answering the door, or whether he was not really there, or whether we didn't really have an address, I think we did. We never met up with him. Now, the information that Bob got up at S4 was AIDS is a virus that is protected by the protein coat on the RNA preventing the antibodies, the T4 cells, of the immune system from detecting and eliminating it. The alleged cure for AIDS lies in the excrement of the white fungus that's grown from the Chinese cucumber Trichosanthus curalawi. This excrement, which develops after about 2 or 3 weeks, is separated with hydrazine sulfate in an acidification process which dissolves the protein coat on the RNA and exposes the nucleus of the virus that's detected by the antibodies of the immune system. Regardless of how weak the immune system is, the virus will be destroyed. No more than 20 cc dose per 36-hour period should be administered. No antibiotics should be used during this period. The 20 cc's are metabolized in 36 hours, having dissolved the protein coat on the virus. And I mentioned here, over the last 20 years, I've been party to several attempts to get samples of the Trichosanthus curalawi out of China, but all have met with failure. The last samples having been cooked during departure procedures. Now,